In this video, we are walking you through 10 PMP style exam questions one by one with the answer and a full explanation of why that answer is correct. These questions mirror the scenario-based format of the actual PMP exam, and after watching this, you will not just know the answers, you will understand the thinking behind them. And that is what actually gets you certified. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome. One of the best ways to prepare for the PMP exam is to practice the questions that reflect what PMI actually tests. Today we have 10 questions covering all three domains: people, process, and business environment. For each one, we will give you the question, a moment to think about it, and then walk you through the correct answer and the reasoning behind it. Get your notepad ready because this one is full of value. Let's go. Question 1. A project manager notices that two senior team members have been in conflict for 2 weeks and it is starting to affect team morale and productivity. What should the project manager do first? Answer. Meet with both team members individually to understand each perspective, then facilitate a collaborative discussion to resolve that conflict. PMI expects the project manager to address conflicts directly at the team level first. Escalating immediately to HR or senior management is not the PMI way. The principles at play here are: resolve at the lowest level first, and always understand the root cause before acting. Question 2. A team member on your Agile project says they are overwhelmed and cannot keep up with the sprint workload. What should you do? Answer. Work with the team to review the current sprint backlog, understand the root cause of the overload, and adjust the workload accordingly. In Agile, the project manager or Scrum Master acts as a servant leader whose job is to remove impediments and support the team. Ignoring the concern or telling the team member to manage their own workload are not PMI-aligned responses. Question 3. A stakeholder who was not actively engaged at the start of the project is now raising concerns about the project direction in week 7. What should the project manager do? Answer. Engage with the stakeholder to understand their concerns, assess the impact on the project, and update the stakeholder engagement plan if needed. PMI expects the project managers to respond to engagement gaps proactively and with updated plans. Deferring concerns raised mid-project is never the right answer. Question 4. A sponsor requests that the project manager add a new feature to the product scope. The project manager believes this will add 2 weeks to the schedule. What should the project manager do? Answer. Document the request as a formal change request and submit it to the change control board for review and decision. All scope changes, regardless of who requests them, must go through the formal change control process. Implementing the change simply because the sponsor requested it is scope creep and a direct violation of PMI principles. Question 5. During execution, a risk previously rated as low probability has significantly increased due to a change in the external environment. What should the project manager do? Answer. Update the risk register. Reassess the risk's probability and impact score. Review the existing response plan and update it if necessary. Risk management is a continuous activity throughout the project, not a one-time exercise during planning. This is a core PMI principle. Question 6. The project is running at a cost performance index of 0.85. What does this mean and what should the project manager do? Answer. A CPI of 0.85 means the project is getting only 85 cents of value for every $1 that is spent, meaning it is over budget. The project manager should analyze the causes of the variance, forecast the cost at completion, and develop corrective actions with stakeholders. A CPI below 1 always indicates cost overrun. A CPI below 1 always indicates cost overrun. A CPI above 1 indicates that the project is under budget. You need to know this. Here are 3 PMP questions most candidates get wrong and the simple fix for each one. Save this. Question 1. A team member makes a small change without going through change control because the sponsor verbally approved it. What do you do? Wrong answer. Accept it since the sponsor approved it. Right answer, submit a formal change request. Verbal approvals are never the same as formal change control. Question 2. Two team members disagree on the technical approach. What do you do first? Wrong answer, escalate to the sponsor. Right answer, facilitate a direct discussion between the team members first. Question 3. Your project CPI is 0.9. What does that mean? Wrong answer, you are ahead of schedule. Right answer, you are over budget. CPI measures cost efficiency, not schedule performance. 3 questions, 3 common mistakes. And now you know better. Question 7. Halfway through a project, the organization announces a strategic shift that makes the original project objective no longer aligned with the business priorities. What should the project manager do? Answer. Escalate the situation to the project sponsor and key stakeholders, assess the impact of the strategic change, and evaluate whether the project should be modified, paused, or closed. PMI expects project managers to monitor the business environment actively and respond to changes that affect strategic alignment. Continuing the project without addressing the misalignment is never acceptable in PMI's framework. Question 8. The product owner on your agile team is frequently absent from sprint reviews and backlog refinement sessions. What should the project manager do? Answer. Meet with the product owner to understand the barriers to their engagement. Explain the impact of their absence on the team's delivery and work together to find a solution. The product owner's active participation is critical in Agile. The project manager facilitates engagement, not replaces it. Question 9. At project closure, the sponsor confirms all deliverables were completed on time and within budget, but the business outcome the project was meant to achieve has not been realized. From a PMI perspective, was the project successful? Answer, not fully. PMI's view of the project success goes beyond on time and within budget delivery. A project should be evaluated on whether it delivered the intended business value and benefits. This directly tests your understanding of benefits realization, which is a key concept in the business environment domain and even more prominent in the 2026 exam. Question 10. A team member tells you they have found a more efficient way to complete part of the project work that could save 1 week of scheduled time. They have already started implementing the new approach. What do you do? Answer. Ask the team member to pause the new implementation immediately, assess whether the change affects scope, quality, risk, or cost, and submit a change request if needed. Even if the change is positive and well-intentioned, it still needs to go through the change control process. Unauthorized changes, even improvements, can have unintended consequences on other parts of the project. Process always wins. Key takeaways from all 10 questions. Always assess before acting. Always follow the process. Always resolve at the lowest level. Always look for the root cause, and always think about business value and strategic alignment, not just task completion. These principles appear in every single PMP question. Internalize them and the exam becomes far more manageable. There you have it. 10 PMP style questions with full explanations. The pattern across all of them is the PMI mindset in action. Proactive, process-driven, collaborative, and strategically aware. Keep practicing and this way of thinking will become completely natural. If you want thousands more questions at this level, Techademy's PMP certification training includes more than 2,000 questions, 5 full mock exams, and a PMP exam simulator built to mirror the real exam experience. As a PMI Premier Authorized Training Partner with a mentored 4-week study plan, Techademy takes you from preparation to certification with confidence. The link is in the description. Like this video if it was useful, subscribe for more, and let us know in the comments which question was the trickiest for you. We would love to hear from you. See you in the next video.